Here we have our little Honda 2.3. It was new in 2003. It was serviced last year and its carburetor was cleaned out professionally a couple of years ago, and it runs like a dream ever since. It generally starts on the first or second pull and has been a complete workhorse for us. The only reason we're changing it now is because we've got a bigger one, and that's because we have a larger dinghy that this will, well, it does still push it. It's been pushing it very well. We've got a 3.8 meter dinghy, so this will push anything up to 3 meters easily, and starts and runs really well. It's nice and tidy. I'll add some photographs to the post as well, and I'll show you it running. So the process for starting this outboard, which you probably already know, it's not exactly rocket science, is undo the vent at the top, make sure you've got some fuel in it, turn the fuel on the side, and then there was a little marker on here that's come off showing how far the throttle is over. So what I do is to get the throttle to that starting mark there, to put my thumb on it and turn it to it's on the starting mark. You can lock it off with this one to make sure that the kill cord, there's no bit of string on here, that came off, but make sure you've got the kill cord on here, otherwise the engine won't start. Give it a little bit of choke, it doesn't need a lot of choke, and then pull that. I can't do that with one hand holding the camera because I've dropped my phone in the in the marina. So I'll start it now and show you it running. So that took a couple of pulls, I suppose, to get it running. That's because I always clear the carburetor out after I've finished running the engine to make sure the carburetor doesn't get bunged up. That's the failing that people normally do with these, is they don't drain the carburetor at the end of use. And you do that one or two ways. You can either take the drain plug out at the bottom of the carburetor, or you can do what I do, which is just turn the fuel off and let it run down, which clears it out just as well. That's been fine for us. That's worked really well. So put that in a bit. That's it. So I'm running a few seconds, and it's already running nicely. So give it some revs. Air cooled, obviously I won't do it with my new outboard that's water cooled. I can run it up here, which is quite a nice feature. So if I need to have a look at what's going on with the outboard, I can just have it running up here and it's no trouble at all. I haven't changed the oil this year. It did get changed last year, so that will be fine running as well. It's got a little oil gauge on the far side. You can check out what's going on with the oil. And yeah, it's a great little outboard. It's very light. It's only about 12 or 13 kilograms. My new one's twice that, so that's going to be a bit of a hassle getting it on and off. But this one's nice and easy with one hand. So yeah, it's a good little workhorse. There's a little bit of rust here and there on the engine. These bolts under here are a bit rusty. You see those? The water's sort of drained down on top. They're alright. And yeah, it's just runs and runs and runs. Good little engine. I mentioned the method of stopping this engine. You can either press that button there and it will stop, or you come around the side and do what I do to keep the carburetor nice and clear. Turn the fuel off. Let the carburetor clear down, leave it running, and then turn off the fuel at the top there when you're done as well, the vent, and then you'll be pretty squared away. So that's